end of it all, Hong Kong Eastern sweeping NS Matrix in the semifinals, and they're off to the finals. Watch out of the lob pass! Over to Giant Holder! Pass it for three. Biggest lead across over. Yes, Thomas open. It's down! Evan Gilliard picks it over another goal! Dribbles behind his back and gets away from it. Walkout for three. Good! He's once again a spin by Gilliard. And Gilliard goes all the way! OD dancing. OD scoring again! The stage is set, ladies and gentlemen. One game to determine the champion of the ASEAN Basketball League Invitational Tournament, and we have that for you in just a few moments. It is Hong Kong Eastern and the Saigon Heat contesting the championship right here in Ho Chi Minh. And we'd like to thank you for joining us right here in this very, very beautiful evening at the Windu Indoor Stadium. My name is Noel Zanate, alongside Coach Jordan Collins, and standing by downstairs to interview some of our players is the one and only Ben Ibrahim. And we send it to Ben right now.
We're here with Evan Gilliard. Evan, what a game 2 nights ago. You outscored the Hong Kong team in the second and the fourth quarter. What did you learn from that game?
We just have to stay aggressive, you know, at all points of the game, on the offensive end and defensive end. I feel like when we're aggressive on both ends of the floor, I don't feel like there's nobody that can beat us. So we got to come out here and play defense and create our own energy.
On an individual front, you dropped 41 points. You were manic, you were sonic, you were on fire. What was that down to? Was that down to we need to tie this series or something else?
It was down to win by any means necessary. I came out here, you know, to get my teammates involved and just play hard on defense, and my offense was flowing, and I ended up with a 40-point game.
Final question, yes or no? Will you be ABL champions tonight?
I definitely believe so, yes sir.
All the very best. The Saigon Heat believe that they will be champions. Does Hong Kong believe the same? We'll soon find out. Back to you guys first.
Thank you very much, Ben. That was indeed a spectacular performance. Coming from Evan Gilliard, 41 points on 10 3-points made. He actually ties an ABL record with that performance. The thing is, can he even come close to that tonight, Coach Jordan?
I don't think he has to come close to that tonight. I think he has to be aggressive. They're going to need a special performance on the night to get the championship tonight. They need the imports to perform.
All right, more interviews coming from Ben Ibrahim.
And we're here with Josh Davila. Josh is from the Hong Kong Eastern team. Josh, a very interesting game too. They outscored you in the second and the fourth quarter. What adjustments does this team need to make tonight to ensure that you go home with a trophy?
Well, based on the last game, you know, Gilliard went off. He scored like 41 points off of the 10 for 17 from the three-point line. So our adjustments are to stop him from getting those shots. You know, we just got to be smarter on the offense. We made a lot of mistakes last game, a lot of turnovers. So just to be smarter and all that. Yeah.
Now, Coach Jelko is always telling this team, play Hong Kong Eastern basketball. What does that mean in terms of from a technical point of view, minute by minute, for this Game 3 decider?
That means we just run the game at our pace. You know, we don't let the opponents dictate how fast we play. We play smart every possession. You know, make smart passes, take good shots, and most importantly, play hard defense.
Final question, will you be ABL champions tonight, yes or no?
Oh, of course we will. Yeah, we got it. We got it.
You've got it, all the very best. That's belief. So they believe as well that the Hong Kong Eastern team can be ABL champions for the second time in their franchise history. Will that happen? Let's soon find out, guys. Back to you guys, and I'll be joining you very, very soon. This is the ABL Finals, Game 3.
All right, thank you very much, Ben. And you know, for Hong Kong, it was a close game. At halftime, it was just a 1-point difference, but then all of a sudden the floodgates opened with Evan Gilliard, who scored 19 points in that first half, ending up with 41 points. I'm not even sure if it was a lack of defense for Hong Kong or it was just a special night for Evan Gilliard.
Yeah, Evan Gilliard was just on fire. They played defense on him, but sometimes a special player, he was just making great shots last game.
Yeah, well, of course, for Hong Kong Eastern, there was a lot of strange things that happened with their rotation. Most particularly, Dom Gilbert sitting out a majority, well, not really a majority, but a big portion of the second quarter, did not even start the third quarter. And I asked Coach Pavlicevic about this. All he said was he wasn't doing well.
Yeah, look for Gilbert to come out with fire this game to make sure he gets his necessary minutes he needs and wants.
Well, of course, for the Saigon Heat, they will be relying on more than Evan Gilliard today. They did get some pretty good numbers from Jeremy Combs also, although Jeremy Combs before the game, when he was shooting around, everybody was loose except him. So you get the feeling that maybe he's at the end of his rope in terms of the fatigue factor. Hopefully that's not true.
No, I just think he's locked in and ready to go. He's been a great contributor for Saigon all season. He had a great all-around game last game. I think he's ready to go.
All right, the series is tied at 1 game apiece. Of course, Game 3 is about to begin. Once again, the World Zarate with Coach Jordan Collins, and now joined here by Ben Ibrahim. And before we get things, before we bring Ben back in, Hong Kong Eastern looking for their second title. Saigon Heat looking for their first title. We have our player introductions. All right, folks, the festivities out of the way right now as we are about to get Game 3 going. Of course, the champion will be proud tonight. Once again, the world's out there with Coach Jordan Collins and Ben Ibrahim. Now, Ben, you were down there earlier. I keep asking you about the atmosphere, but of course, we are going to talk about this gentleman first. Evan Gilliard, what a special game he had in game number 2 when he scored 41 points.
41 points, and he was electric. I spoke to him before the game, as most of our viewers saw in the pre-game interview. He just said, look, we needed to tie this series. I needed to step up. I needed to be, that enforcer that made it happen, and he did. Full credit to him, and I wouldn't be surprised if he's a contender for the series MVP.
Well, that looks to be the case because of the amount of work that he put in yesterday, or just a couple of days ago. He told me that he just watched the videos and had a personal workout. But this guy, Chris McLaughlin, Coach Jordan Collins, he's the man in the middle. He was sort of shut down in game number 2.
Yeah, I look for Chris to come out and be very aggressive in the middle, grab all the rebounds and be very aggressive offensive rebounds, and not pass the ball out when they double team. We're looking for him to score down low with his jump hooks.
18 points, 14 rebounds. He still pretty much needs to do all of that. But going back to game number 2, of course, we were talking about Dom Gilbert. According to Coach Pavlicevic, he benched him for a certain time because he just wasn't doing too well. How does the psyche of doing that, Coach Jordan, affect now Dom Gilbert heading into game 3?
I think Gilbert's the type of player that's going to be very aggressive no matter what. Just watching him play how he plays. He's not really worried about sitting out. He's just worried about the game in front of him. He'll be fine tonight.
The missing factor in game number 2, Ben, for the Saigon Heat was actually J.R. Holder. I mean, he was limited to single figures at halftime, wasn't really that aggressive, didn't need to be, because Evan Gilliard had a pretty good game, but now he needs to be a contributor.
Exactly, and his strength is getting in the post, getting to the tin, and beating people at the rim. So I think he needs to stick to that strength. Sometimes he can light up from the outside, but he is quite inconsistent from that front. But you know what? Finals time, keep it simple, and stick to your strengths.
Going back to Hong Kong Eastern right now, Ben, who do you think is going to be the X factor tonight?
I really think Dom Gilbert's going to be X factor, and I think the 2 bigs will also be the X factor in terms of where they are placed on the court. How they beat the Matrix is that Matrix were so focused on Gilbert and O'Darian Bassett that McLaughlin and Trocha were so open that they could hit shots, make hook shots, simple shots. So they will go back to that style, slow it down, execute.
Well, Coach, give me a name that's not Evan Gilliard who's going to explode tonight for the Saigon Heat.
I'm going to go with Hassan Thomas. If Hassan Thomas comes out and plays with energy and makes a couple shots, he's so athletic, he'll have a great game tonight.
All right, now we do have something to share with everybody. David John Grice, who you see on your screens, is assuming the head coaching position tonight for the Saigon Heat. You can see Zeljko Pavlicevic for Hong Kong Eastern, of course, the decorated coach. For Coach Matt Van Pelt, he is not with the team due to a personal issue, and we'll leave it at that moment, but we wish him well. And what's going to happen now with David Grice at the helm? You know him better than we do, Coach.
What's going to happen now with David is going to be the imports of himself. Everybody's going to collaborate. They've been together 4 or 5 months already. We already know the game plan. They're just going to come out and play ball.
And this is the starting lineup that they will be having. They have now gone to the big lineup once again. They did start with Hua Chan in the first 2 games of this series. They're going back to Win Fu Vin at that power forward position. Now, Ben, moving forward here for Hong Kong Eastern. They've been here before. It's a completely different team. Only 2 members from Hong Kong Eastern from the 2017 championship team. What will put them over the top and take this down tonight?
Well, they've got experience, and they've got a very, very experienced coach who has been there, done that in many, many countries around the world. He's tough. He gives these guys a lot of tough love, and he sets the bar very, very high. I spoke to him before the game. He said, look, we played well in that game, but you know what? What could you do? Saigon Heat had the shooting bug, so we just got to play better defense and take care of the ball better.
Well, during the warm-ups earlier, during the shootouts, you take a look at Gino Hamilton, who's in attendance. Here's your boy, Gino Hamilton, Coach Jordan.
That's my guy right there.
It's getting loud in here once again, but just to let you know, during the shoot-around, I was watching Evan Gilliard very closely. He hit 17 consecutive three-point shots from all over the court, so he's ready to go. Atmosphere down there, Hong Kong Eastern, everybody looks businesslike and stern. Saigon a little loose. Let's see if that changes here today, Ben.
Well, definitely, because there is no tomorrow. This is it. This is what you live for. This is the ABL Finals.
Well, what you're hearing right now on your screens, the thunder sticks in unison. I mean, it's nothing compared to what we're hearing right now here. As this game is underway, Game 3, the decider. The champion is crowned tonight. Saigon in red. They will be starting this game with the ball. And again, Evan Gilliard involved immediately. Winfu Vin lost it immediately. And Tony Trocha, he's going to have to play a big role here as well. He was sort of the fire extinguisher at many points in this series with his outside shooting. Oh, Darian Bassett, the 36-year-old, the leader of the squad. He's got possession right now. Waiting for a pick to come. Chance Yu Wing. And now they get it inside to McLaughlin. Shot clock at 3. McLaughlin's going to go inside against 3 red shirts. That's not a good idea. They will have it, but apparently the shot clock had expired.
Hassan Thomas with the block right there helping out.
Our crew chief, Nelson Chan from Malaysia, signaling that it is a shot clock violation there, Ben.
Yeah, it is. And you know what? Great defense on both sides of the floor by both teams. So you know what? Again, defense is going to play a massive, massive part in this game. I know it's a cliche saying, play defense, but it is so, so true, especially tonight.
Defense wins championships, as they say.
100%.
Here's Holder going now to Jeremy Combs working the post. And he's rejected also there by Chris McLaughlin. Here comes Darian Bassett trying to turn the corner. Chance Yu Wing passed up on the shot. Chance Yu Wing this time too wide open to pass up on this one, but he's going to miss.
Everybody looks a little tight early. Look about to settle down. Everybody looks a little tight.
Got to take better shots on that one.
You're not quite sure what one day's rest can do. Wow, that's an air ball. Gilliard didn't even come close to airballing anything during the shoot-around. Here's Dom Gilbert, and he is going to get to the free throw line on the foul from Winfu Vin.
Going to take by Gilbert to the rim. Trying to get himself going early.
So now, Coach Jordan, by David Bryce bringing in the big lineup again and not bringing in Kwat Chan to start, how does this change the dynamic now against Hong Kong Eastern?
Saigon's a little slower, but Ben shoots the ball just as good as Kwat. I think they're trying to match up against McLaughlin early. And I can't hear you anymore.
Well, finally the first point of the game scored by Dom Gilbert. Now again, we talked to Coach Zelko. It was really a coach's decision to sit him in game 2.
Yeah, and he had one of the assistant coaches working with him before the game and in training quite a bit, you know, making sure that his shots are precise. You know, I've never seen Dom Gilbert so locked in because he's quite a social guy. But today, a man of very few words. He wants that championship.
Well, he does get the first 2 points of the game. The pass intended for Nguyen is batted out. And here comes Trocha, getting it to Chance Yu Wing. Back again to Tony. So still no field goals in this game, gentlemen. Here's Evan Gilliard now, getting it across.
Look for Saigon to try to get a good shot right now. Move the ball around, move it around, side to side.
They really have a good defender on him in Chance Yu Wing. Here comes J.R. Holder, gets the baseline, gets away, but the finger roll is rejected by Trocha.
Nice
and a foul on Darian Bassett.
Wow.
This is very good defense by the Hong Kong Eastern team. They're walling up really, really well. Every time, you know, Saigon really go for the drive to try to set up and attack the rim. Hands up, wall up. So doing the basics of defense very, very well at the moment.
And if you notice, Evan Gurr has been a face guard the whole time. There's no help side. The guy that's assigned to him was not leaving him at all. No help. He will not leave him the whole game.
That's right. Chance Yu Wing's assignment right now is to follow Gilliard all the way to the restroom if need be.
Absolutely.
Gilliard still single coverage, but Chance Yu Wing gets away from him. And the runner is not there. Still 2-0 for Hong Kong.
I must give Chance Yu Wing credit. He's doing a pretty decent job on the very quick Evan Gilliard. So, again, even Josh Davila said, stick to the defensive game plan, guys. That's what he told me in the interview, and they're doing that at the moment. Just can't take rush shots.
Well, here's Gilbert right now. Steps in closer. Long 2 on its way. He's the only one who scored so far. McLaughlin using all of his 6'11" height. Can't get it to go. Battle for the rebound once again. Chris McLaughlin on the sidestep, and he's met by Winfu Vin. Great interior defense for Saigon so far.
They're rebounding well, Hong Kong, at the moment.
Bassett 3. Still no field goals in this game. And we are past the 7-minute mark already.
Might be a low-scoring game tonight, so they get the other.
Oh, ho, ho! Now that's the way you get your first field goal of the game. A dunk coming from Jeremy Combs.
What a throwdown right there. He must have heard you, Noel, when he said, this might be one of you guys saying low-scoring game. He just took it to the rim and threw it down.
And that could energize the crowd at this point, Ben. Here comes Gilbert, double teamed in the post.
They just step through, wide open shot, turn it down McLaughlin.
Well, you want McLaughlin taking these shots, but you also want to box out Tony Trocha there, Coach.
He's too tall down, 6'9" with long arms. Hard blocks out for Gilliard.
So finally Hong Kong with a field goal of their own, 4-2 now as we come up on 6 minutes remaining in the first. Wei Fu Vin now going over to J.R. Holder, and he is trying to get aggressive, but he can't get the shot to go. Here comes Gilbert now leading the break. Gilbert going all the way, nobody stopping the ball that time, Ben.
Gilbert, what a move right there, like a man possessed, got the rebound and drove, and nobody chasing him down to try to get the steal. So at the moment, Saigon, they need to, use that speed to their advantage. They're quite an athletic team.
And of course, Coach, that's pretty horrible transition defense. Usually you get up on that.
It was absolutely, you have to stop the ball first, then worry about the shooter. Stop the ball.
They did stop the ball this time as Chan Tiu Wing picks up his first personal, trying to stay with Evan Gilliard. It's only a matter of time if they stick with this defense before Evan Gilliard breaks free.
Yeah, he's going to draw fouls. He's too shifty. He's too fast for everybody out there, but they got to stay on him. Got to make him work for every bucket.
And also got good point there, Coach Jordan. But also, it's going to be interesting to see Hong Kong, how they rotate their backcourt with, the two Shu brothers, and Marco Learn.
Yeah.
I mean, number 23, he hasn't played many minutes in this final series and the playoffs as well. But during the regular season, he can light it up from the outside when it counts.
Oh, well, he was shooting well during the shoot-around as well. If Gilliard was impressive, so was Marco Leung. And a turnover here against the Saigon Heat. Into the front court now. Darian Bassett over now to Trocha. Inside pass to McLaughlin, who is denied. Boy, oh boy, Hassan Thomas knew exactly when to jump.
Absolutely. And Chris McLaughlin was saying, isn't that a goaltend? But no, that was a good, clean block. Good job, Hassan Thomas.
And you called it, Coach. He should be the X factor tonight.
He has to be that right. He's the best athlete on the court tonight. He has to do what he's supposed to do.
After all of that, it's still a 6-2 count in favor of Hong Kong Eastern. As we approach the 5-minute mark here of the first half, here's that line drive three coming from Dom Gilbert and Evan Gilliard, smallest guy on the court with the defensive board. Jeremy Combs, his pass telegraphed, and it's almost saved. The only reason why Dom Gilbert had to stop is because there were people there at the sideline.
Well, apparently that is the celebrity front row right there. The Saigon officials sometimes put popular people right there, so there's a lot of Saigon fans who come to watch the games and also watch celebrities.
With great tickets come great responsibility, right?
It is.
Here comes Holder. Less than 5 minutes to play here in the first. Still 6-2 Hong Kong. Pick and pop action now. Hassan Thomas on the hesitation. Can't shoot it. Holder deep three. And nobody there for the rebound, Coach.
Yeah, they're a little tested. They got to attack the basket a little right now. They're shooting jump shots right now. Attack the basket.
Neither team in foul trouble at this point. Two fouls for Hong Kong Eastern, only one for the Saigon Heat. Bassett running the two-man game now with McLaughlin. They move it around now to Trocha, finally to Gilbert with 5 to shoot. Trocha on the pick and roll. On the reverse, that's good.
Good pick and roll right there. Way to get Trocha going to the basket.
Well, what did I say before the game? Trocha and McLaughlin. Simple moves, nothing fancy. Drive to the cup.
Just like that.
Just like that. But without the size of the truck man and the Chris man.
Like you said, it's only a matter of time before he gets going.
That's right. One pick sets him free. So the Hong Kong defense had better be ready with the help. We got less than 4 minutes to go here in the first. Gilbert, aggressive drive, and McLaughlin with a follow slam.
That put-back slam was a monster. This man, the geography student from Canada, no, he didn't need any directions for that one.
That's twice already, Coach Jordan, that there was no boxing out for Saigon, and they miss an easy one right here.
Yeah, Saigon has to do a better job on the boards. They want to win this game.
Oh, McLaughlin breaks free momentarily. Dishes it out now. Darian Bassett lost the ball. And that's an unforced turnover against Hong Kong Eastern. I mean, you hate when that happens, but that's part of the game.
Yeah, that was surprising by Darian Bassett with all his experience, but you know what? He's feeling a bit of the jitters. He is human. But Saigon really need to run some better offensive sets to try to get some production.
I think McLaughlin got blood on his hands. That's why he had to sub out real quick.
Is that either blood in his hands or it might be blood in his hands. I thought he lost a contact lens. Now here's the masked captain for Hong Kong Eastern. And Shu seeing his first action of the game. This now puts Trocha at the center position, actually.
Look for Saigon attack the basket with no shot blocker out there.
Holder decides to keep it. Oh, met at the rim. That's a second block for Tony Trocha.
Great block by the truck man. He's playing two-way basketball. He's got to keep going. Bassett.
Uh-oh, Chance Ewing left open momentarily. Now Dom Gilbert not hesitating with his baseline, Jay, but he continues to struggle with his offense. Oh, Gilliard can't save it. He looked where Vin was, but didn't get him the ball.
Vin was busy boxing out right there. He was looking for Gilliard to go get the ball. It's happened sometimes.
Well, so far so good for the Saigon Heat, down by only 6 at this point, but they are playing in the pace, Coach Jordan Collins of Hong Kong Eastern at this point.
Yeah, they just have to keep doing what they're doing. They're struggling a little bit, having to make some easy shots they normally wake up. They have to keep at it.
This is what Josh Davila mentioned earlier. They just need to play Hong Kong style basketball, and this pace is included in that.
Yeah, this pace is what they're all about. Pace and space. Don't go crazy. Just shoot it like that from the outside. Bang! Tony Trocha.
Just makes it a 9-point lead now for Hong Kong Eastern.
Saigon needs a timeout to regroup themselves.
No timeout coming. Yeah. Holmes posting up. He's got the advantage here over Trocha, and he draws the second personal foul now on Tony Trocha.
I thought Tony Trocha was a bit unlucky right there. He did everything right. Legal guarding position. But referee saw contact, so it is what it is.
Nice play by Combs, trying to get a foul. They're trying to make something happen for his team.
Well, again, it's so difficult to win a closeout game, but it's probably even harder to do that, Coach Jordan Collins, without your head coach. If you're just joining us, Matt Van Pelt, not with the team due to a personal issue. It is David Bryce who has taken over the head coaching job right here. So how tough is this now? I mean, this is something you didn't expect coming in.
It's very tough, but I'm sure they have import players, they have local players. They know the game plan. All they do is go out and execute.
Just a bit of a bit of news right there. David Grice is very good at the strength and conditioning stuff. He's always saying to his team, you got to beat me in terms of fitness. He goes to the gym twice a day. So he's one of those, mad fitness buffs. So he's a firm believer of conditioning and fitness. Once you're conditioned and fit, you can shoot the ball well. You can do everything well. So he comes from that kind of sports science background.
Well, you got to give him credit, of course. Coming off a 24-hour break, they were able to win Game 2 handily, if I may add. The Force of Game 3. Wing. Still being watched by Gilliard right now. Shot clock down to 7. They're still waiting for Bassett to come off the screen. Out to Trocha. Immediately fires and hits his second 3 of the game.
Trocha's ready to go today. They're looking to close it out early and get it done with.
The truck can shoot. The truck can block. The truck is the man at the moment. Nose are out there. And Coach Jordan Collins.
16-5, largest lead of the game for Hong Kong Eastern. Timeout, Saigon. Hong Kong Eastern is up to an 11-point lead, 16-5. Hot shooting coming from Tony Trocha so far, as we'd like to greet one of our fans from the Philippines watching us right now. Amira Almamari is watching us right now. We'd like to greet you, your family, and everybody else watching us from anywhere around the world. This is Game 3 of the final of the ASEAN Basketball League Invitational Tournament. My name is Noel Zarate, working with Coach Jordan Collins and Ben Ibrahim now with this report.
Yeah, Coach Jelko is just saying, keep doing what we're doing. You know what? You're playing good two-way basketball. Do not let that drop, because in Game 2, they were up by quite a bit, and then they let the head drop in the second and the fourth quarter. In his words, before the game, he told me they just gave up in the fourth quarter. He does not want to see that at all. As for the Saigon bench, they were saying, take better shots, not rush shots. Let's get our shooters into position. Good open looks, good shots.
Well, Evan Gilliard's only had 3 attempts so far today. He's made one of them, which was a drive earlier. Now he breaks free and fires from 20. That is a miss. 1 out of 4 to begin the game now for Gilliard.
Look for Hong Kong just to run their offense and keep doing what they're doing. They're not in no rush at all.
Hong Kong with an opportunity to stretch this lead even further with 1:34 remaining here in quarter number 1. Here's Gilbert. Gets it out. Trocha's had the hot hand, and he continues to sizzle for Hong Kong Eastern, Ben.
This guy is absolutely hot from the outside. Tony the Truck, Texas A&M graduate, taking care of business, but early days yet.
No reaction yet, or no response coming from Saigon as they lose the ball once again there, Coach Jordan.
They got to get better shots, take the ball to the rim. Hong Kong already has 4 fouls. Drive it to the rim, try to get to the free throw line so they get themselves going.
Well, again, being down 14 at this point, it should not be a cause for concern. But, you know, the energy that you're going to expend trying to come back will be massive, especially this is the 3rd game of the series already.
Exactly, and guys, I got to tell you, when I was trying to head down to the bench, there was a lot of Saigon Heat fan traffic. This stadium is just getting more full by the minute. I think there's people sitting on the floor. So the expectations are very high right now. They will have to play their part, the Saigon Heat fans, just like they did in game 2.
Bassett. Inside now to Adam Hsu. Jumps it over. Trocha left wide open once again. Tries to bank it in.
Wow.
Here comes Evan Gilliard now into the front court. Splits the defense. Goes up. And is able to draw the 3rd foul from Tony Trocha, Coach.
Good attack by Gilliard. Trying to get to the rim. Get something for his team. Relax them. Get some points on the board. Set
And
their
again,
defense.
no sign of Chris McLaughlin coming back in because of the injured hand.
I just think they're doing well right now, so they don't need them. As soon as somebody gets in foul trouble, somebody messes up, Chris will come back in.
Right.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think there's only 45 seconds left. Weather the storm a little bit. He's about to come back on as we say that.
Well, he is not in foul trouble. Talking about Chris McLaughlin, he just had a bleeding hand earlier. Looks like everything is okay, but Evan Gilliard scoring his 3rd point of the game. That should feel good for Gilliard, seeing the ball go through the net, but it is still a 12-point lead for Hong Kong.
That's right, a big for a big. Tony the Truck going to the bench, and Chris McLaughlin, hopefully, for Hong Kong's sake, he can get to the rim.
It's going to be a long game. That's a nice sell right now. They're up. They're saving something for the second half. No reason to play you guys the whole game right now.
Well, here's Adam Hsu. Chance to wing. Oh, nobody near McLaughlin. What happened there, Coach?
Good cross screen, then white call switch. Great screen by ODB. Chris caught it and dunked it quick. No dribble.
Defensive lapse, defensive shutdown. Gilliard tries to bank it in. And
Gilliard able to get it back, though, Ben. But it is still a 12-point lead, 21-9. Final seconds of the first. Hong Kong can have the last say.
Don't be surprised if OD goes with a shot right here.
Bassett, 1 second to go. And he knocks it down at the buzzer. What a first quarter for Hong Kong Eastern, Ben.
What I tell you, O'Darian Bassett, I joke with him sometimes, OD stands for Organizational Development, and that's what it is.
It is a 15-point lead for Hong Kong Eastern, 24-9, right here in Game 3 of the finals. Capacity crowd here inside our venue at the Windu Indoor Stadium. Tony Trocha has just lit it up for a total of 13 points in the first quarter, 13 of Hong Kong's 24. He has single-handedly outscored Saigon, Coach Jordan Collins.
Yeah, they can't lead him anymore. They lead him off they're double team McLaughlin in the ball. They can't lead Trocha anymore. He's shooting good tonight.
So an uphill climb to begin the second quarter now for Hong Kong Eastern, 24-9. We'll make that for Saigon Heat against Hong Kong Eastern, Ben.
Yeah, like, the Saigon Heat, they were just, Coach David was just saying, look, get some motion. I want some high-low action. Draw them out. See how that happens. Goes for the three.
Chansu Wing joins the party.
They're on fire right now. Can I keep it up? Saigon has to get a stop eventually.
Largest lead of the game here, Ben.
My bad.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, this ain't pretty for the Saigon Heat fans. They need something. All the imports were screaming at all each other in a good way, saying, come on, get it going. Early days yet.
But again, J.R. Holder still not a factor in this game. Here's Gilbert. That's a push-off on McLaughlin, and everybody saw that in the gym. Sometimes you get caught with that, Ben.
Yeah, you do. I mean, you know what? So, exactly, 100%. But, nothing goes through, nothing escapes referee Nelson and our all Southeast Asian referee team today.
Right.
One from Thailand, one from Malaysia, and one from the Philippines.
That's right. You were looking at some of the numbers here, Coach Jordan.
Looking at some of the numbers, Holder has to get himself going. He's 0 for 6 right now. It's not going to work if he doesn't score the ball.
Tim Waller coming off the bench, getting it done here for the Saigon Heat with their first field goal of the second. Still a tough mountain to climb here. 27-9, an 18-point deficit. Here's Gilbert, gets away. Yes!
Tough shot by Gilbert there.
Strong move to the tin from the baseline from Dom Gilbert. Almost split 3 defenders right there. That's the Dom Gilbert we know.
Combs has it poked away. And we now pretty much can see that maybe Gilbert's going to play a lot of minutes tonight, Coach Jordan.
Gilbert looks really aggressive. He looks like a different player tonight.
Here comes Oliver Hsu, seeing his first action of the game to replace Chansu Wing, who's huffing and puffing. But what a job Chansu Wing did trying to pursue Evan Gilliard through this time.
No, man, he stayed with Mighty Mouse. Mighty Mouse in the house. That's not an easy job right there. And he did a great job. But Ollie Hsu has got a point to prove. Always wants to think he's starting 5 material.
Here's Gilliard. And he gets it to go. So Gilliard now starting to get to work here, Coach Jordan.
Got to do a better job than that. They know Gilliard's left-handed. You're going to force Gilliard to his right hand.
Back-to-back baskets for Saigon for the first time in a long time. 29-13, Bassett, baseline, that is a miss, and no boxing out once again as Hsu gets the offensive rebound. That's Adam over to Oliver. Oliver Hsu gets the first step on everybody but missed the layup.
Much of a strong drive right there by Ollie Hsu. He's trying to stay with Gilliard. Gilliard sends him away.
That's it. Gilliard finally hits his first 3, Coach Jordan Collins.
You got to watch out, man. Hsu's not playing him correctly. You got to play him to make him go right. Got to make him go right.
From a high of 21, it's down to 13. 7.5 to play here in the second.
Saigon's in the zone, too.
Hsu gets it over now to Gilbert. Penetrates, gets it out. Bassett. And the late challenge work there coming from Holder. Here comes Gilliard now into the front court. He's going to want to set this up. It's a deep 3. And that one's still in play. Hsu gets it. Gilbert now trying to settle down the troops with less than 7 minutes remaining in the first half. Looking for McLaughlin in the post. Bassett. Again, if you're looking for Tony Trocha, he's on the bench with 3 personal fouls. Gilbert gets to the free throw line.
Gilbert playing strong tonight. Right to the front of the rim. No hesitation at all. Driving the ball.
How long does Trocha stay on the bench now?
Not
He's
long,
back.
because as you say that, he comes out. You know, Noel, something about you. Every time you say how long this, how long that, the players must hear you, man.
No, it's probably just a wild hunch because you did expect Trocha to come back even with the 3 fouls because of the 13-point performance in the first quarter.
Yeah, true that. So I think they'll look to light him up because they look very hesitant when shooting on the perimeter there. So Tom Gilbert looking to give them some production in the second.
Gilbert good on the first with 6:45 remaining. There seems to be an issue with the game clock. We have no game clock, or make that the shot clock. We don't have a shot clock at the moment. Let's see if they halt play for that.
They're back now.
It's back on, right.
Again, they heard Noel.
6:40 remaining here in the second.
Gotta stay on Goodyear's right hand.
Here's Combs. Oh, that was dangerous there from McLaughlin. Combs gets away.
Like I said, Combs, J.R. Holder, athletic in the post. And that's what Coach David wanted, you know. Get your bigs in the post. Really, really open it up. And they've got the tools to do it.
You gamble on the steal, bad things can happen. 10 seconds to shoot now for Hong Kong Eastern. 31-18. They're still up by 13. Throw shot inside to Gilbert. Extra pass to McLaughlin. Met from behind by Gilliard. But they will call a foul on Evan Gilliard. A 5'10 guy trying to block a 6'10 guy almost.
Like you said before, they make one mistake going for the steal. The other team gets a layup. Got to play solid.
And McLaughlin will be tested now from the free throw line. Talk about the guts of this young man, Evan Gilliard.
Yeah, he's doing everything, you know. He's the real leader and enforcer of this team. On the bench just now, he was like, come on, let's get it going. Interesting stat, though, in Game 2. The Saigon Heat outscored the Hong Kong team in the second and the fourth. So, you know, will it be deja vu or will Hong Kong tie it? But at the moment,
well,
Hong Kong in the lead.
They are leading right now in the second quarter. If you take it quarter by quarter, talking about the Saigon Heat. McLaughlin's struggles from the line continue, Coach Jordan Collins.
Gotta take your time, big fella. Gotta make the easy ones.
Shoot for free.
The crowd really getting into it now. A split by McLaughlin. 32-18. Hong Kong Eastern had a 21-point lead earlier. Now it's down to 14. 6 minutes remaining in the first half. Holder going over to Combs. It's taken away by McLaughlin on a lazy pass coming from J.R. Holder.
That's good by Chris McLaughlin. He can do that. Nothing fancy. Just get the simple stuff done.
There's Gilbert now looking for somebody to pass to in the post. Instead gets it out to Trosha. Oliver Shue, baseline jumper. Not there. McLaughlin will go up again.
McLaughlin playing big tonight.
Now he missed the layup. Now look at Tim Waller get it.
Tim Waller, the machine, the veteran of this team.
Here's Gilliard now. Oh, look at the change of direction, but he missed it.
Everything but the finish. Great move. Got to finish that.
Gilliard seems to be shaken up. He is still down. He's holding his head, though, Coach Jordan. I'm not quite sure what happened there as we see it again. Oh, he collided with the chest of McLaughlin. That's going to shake you up.
He'll be okay. He's all right.
He's all right. He's a tough. I agree with Coach Jordan. He's a tough guy, but you know he's hit the deck a few times in this series, so he's a warrior.
Well, that's part of what he needs to do to get his team energized. 38, or make that 32-18. Hong Kong Eastern still ahead by 14. Double team comes. Adam Shue, or make that Oliver Shue with the extra pass to McLaughlin. Great ball movement by Hong Kong there, Coach Jordan.
Just solid play by the whole Hong Kong team. Caught the ball in the post, double team, one person cut, another person cut, easy layup.
Getting it up to 16 once again. Thomas, three-pointer!
They needed that shot big time, and Hassan Thomas steps up for the tray.
So just like that, it's down to 13 once again. 4 minutes, 36 seconds remaining here in quarter number 2. Bassett using the McLaughlin screen.
They like that matchup down there between them two.
A battle of two wide bodies and a miss. Shue comes away with it. Shue turns the corner. Decides not to go up against Jeremy Combs.
Smart.
Shot clock at 4 now for Bassett. Getting it out, Trocha, way off. And now Hong Kong starting to force their shots, Ben.
Yeah, now they're missing a bit of shots right here, but they're rebounding a lot better. Saigon really, really trying to find some momentum.
Holder gets it out. Combs, no hesitation this time, but he's going to miss. And O'Darian Bassett, good positioning inside.
Bassett taking his time as always, a wily veteran.
3:37 to go in the first half. Bassett picked up by Combs. He's got the speed advantage. Shoe! And he continues to miss. He's 0 for 3 from out there. And it looks like a foul will be called on Saigon.
You know what, guys? I would like to say, I mean, no disrespect to Oliver Shoe, but I would like to see Chan Siu Wing come back in and being rewarded for the good minutes that he's played, because he shot the ball better, doing a better defensive job on Evans. So I hope he comes back in. How much foul trouble is he in?
I think he just has 2 fouls.
Yeah, he does have 2 fouls.
Okay, fair enough too.
14 to shoot right now. Hong Kong getting the ball back. Here's Bassett now. And another foul, this time on Hassan Thomas. That's going to be team foul number 4 for the Saigon Heat.
Got to be careful. Don't want easy free throws for Hong Kong.
So for Thomas, that's just his first. But the next personal foul, or the next team foul on Hong Kong is going to put, or on Saigon rather, is going to put Hong Kong at the free throw line.
Well, I expect a bit of selling to be done here.
Oh, yeah. We just had the Academy Awards. Some of them might have just gotten inspiration from that.
Hey, Michelle Yeoh, Malaysia.
Aha. Michelle Yeoh, congratulations. Best Supporting Actress. Or Best Actress, rather. Best Supporting Actress went to Jamie Lee Curtis. Turn around and a miss again coming from Dom Gilbert. Evan Gilliard now on the open floor. Getting it over to Holder.
Good transition there by the Saigon Heat to get it down and get it quickly to the rim. They are slowly chipping away at this, 11 points down.
Down to just 11, Coach Jordan.
That's what happens when Hong Kong took a bad shot. Saigon got that in transition.
Here comes Bassett, picked up by Thomas. Gets it out once again. Now Wale on Bassett. Bassett fires on Wale. Short. And again, Gilliard gets away. Gilliard tries to beat McLaughlin's trap. And instead, McLaughlin's going to be called for his second. Timeout called by Hong Kong Eastern. Here comes Saigon. Although Hong Kong Eastern is still up by 11, 34 to 23. Look at the capacity crowd, standing room only here at the Nguyen Du Indoor Stadium in Ho Chi Minh, Vietnam. 34 for Hong Kong Eastern, 23 for the Saigon Heat. It all ends tonight. This is the final game of the ASEAN Basketball League Invitational Tournament. Noel Zarate still working with Coach Jordan Collins, and Ben Ibrahim is on his way back here. The story so far, Hong Kong Eastern has been up by as much as 21 points, and now it's just down to 10. Saigon is winning the second quarter.
Yeah, it's a game of runs. Saigon is making the run right now to get back in the game.
Saigon has the ball, though. Oh, Combs getting an opening. Gets it out now to Hassan Thomas. Combs wants a clear out here against McLaughlin. And it's going to be a foul. Oh, that's number 3 on McLaughlin.
That's a tough call right there.
Wow.
That is a tough call, but wow. Yeah, I'm a bit shocked as well.
We also checked the team fouls, Ben. It's only 2 personal fouls on Tony Crocha, so he's okay. It's McLaughlin who's not okay. If he picks up his 4th foul here, that's a game changer. Here's Gilliard. Keeps it himself. Gilliard tries to create space. Instead goes out to Nguyen Phu Vinh on the catch and shoot 3. That's not there.
I'm really surprised there's no sub coming for McLaughlin right now at the table.
Well, they're keeping him in there. Coach Zeljko Pavlicevic trusts this big guy. Gilbert struggling on offense. Bassett. Oliver Sue now. 6 on the shot clock for Hong Kong Eastern. Here's Bassett coming off the screen. Finally getting inside to McLaughlin. Shu fakes the 3, and they will not get it off in time. And that's probably the best defensive stand by Saigon tonight on the half-court game of Hong Kong.
Saigon played really solid defense right there. That was a nice possession.
A minute and 40 remaining here in the first half. Let's see what Saigon does here. And this offensive thrust. And there is, great defense by Trocha. Just bothering Combs that time.
Can't beat the truck right there. Hong Kong need a basket.
There's
Tony
Trocha,
for the 2.
baseline, yes.
Nice shot by Trocha.
So Trocha with his first 2 points since the first quarter where he erupted for 18. I'll make that 13 points. And Shu will be called for the foul. And that will be team foul number 4 on Hong Kong Eastern, Ben.
Yeah, Coach Jelko. It's really funny that Coach Jelko said, look, guys, be patient. Don't give silly fouls away. And then just like that, in the last in the last minute or so, McLaughlin got picked up a foul. You know, Oliver Shu picked up a careless foul. So, gotta be disciplined.
They leave Thomas open. His second 3 of the game, Coach Jordan Collins.
Nice job and kick by Gilliard right there.
Suddenly down to a 10-point lead with less than a minute remaining in the second.
Gotta body up on Hassan Thomas when he's open wide on the perimeter right there, like that earlier.
Gilbert puts it on the floor. Gets it out. Adam Shu's got to make one of these, but he continues to miss. 0 for 4 from beyond the arc, and all of his shots are uncontested. Here's Gilliard. Moves in closer. Gets it out. Hassan Thomas, another 3. This one's short. Down for the rebound. It's still loose. Winfu Vin lost it. Recovery made. Here's Holder for 3. Hong Kong dodged the bullet there, Ben.
Big time. That was a lifeline and a charity by Saigon. So O'Darren Bassett, I think he wants to finish the way he finished the first quarter with a 3.
He is going to do it again. No. He ended the first quarter with a 3. Doesn't get it done now. And you're talking about trends. Saigon winning the second quarter in this one. Down by 18 earlier, down by as much as 21. And it is now just a 10-point lead, Coach Jordan Collins.
Game of run. Saigon fat back that quarter. It's going to be a long game. Long, hard-fought game.
And we will have more action when we return. Game 3 of the finals is at the half. We'll be back. Back with us here, ladies and gentlemen. Take a look at the numbers from our first half of action here, Coach Jordan.
Yeah, everything's pretty even except for the rebound. And Hong Kong owns a 27-16 rebound edge. If Saigon wants to win, they have to compete on the backboard a little better.
Well, the free throws haven't been a friend to both teams so far. Very minimal free throw shot. Let's see if that changes in the second half, and we will have that for you when we return.
What you waiting for? Give them what they came for. This is what they came for. Long shot, but I got the reach. Pop, lock, now I'm off the leash. Mic drop, I ain't gotta preach.
One-on-one, check ball. You do know this is my house, right? Yeah, it's my house too.
Take charge, no one can compete. I just do what comes natural. This is what they came for.
broadcast of the ASEAN Basketball League may not be reused in any way, shape, or form without an express written consent of the ABL.
Back with us here at the Windu Indoor Stadium, 36-26, Hong Kong Eastern with a 10-point lead heading into the third quarter. At this point, we send it over to Ben Ibrahim.
And we're here with Kwa Jang, Mr. Wiggle, a.k.a. K. K, bit of jitters in the first quarter, and that's why you're down at the moment. Any other reason?
I think we're just not playing our game right now. That's the difference. So we just got to play our game in the second half, and I think we'll do good. We'll be okay after that.
What was the key? What was the communication like in the changing room to really get back in this game? Because you're only 10 points down.
Just being more aggressive. Like Hong Kong is in foul trouble right now. We just got to be more aggressive and attack the basket.
All right, all the very best to you in the second half. Well, that's the game plan. They're going to really go after Hong Kong Eastern, if I read between the lines, because Hong Kong Eastern are in foul trouble. Let's see what happens. We'll be joining you guys very shortly. Back to you guys.
Thank you very much, Ben Ibrahim. So again, it was a game of spurts so far. Up 15 at the end of the first quarter, where the Hong Kong Eastern squad upped it to as much as 21, but then Saigon able to cut it down to 10 at the halftime break.
Yeah, they kept attacking. They didn't stop. They didn't get down on themselves, pout. They were down 21. They kept playing. Chris McLaughlin has 3 fouls, so that's big. So I look forward to them to try to attack them the whole third quarter, get the 4th foul.
Now, so far for Evan Gilliard, he's got 11 points. He had 19 points at the half yesterday, shooting 4 of 10 from the field. The missing link continues to be J.R. Holder, who is 2 for 10 from the field for only 4 points.
Yeah, I think he's pressing a little bit. You got to relax and just find his natural shots he got all season. He'll be more successful when he shoots.
And also for Jeremy Combs, 2 of 5 shooting for 5 points in the game. Things have to happen. Remember, in game 2, that's the same thing that happened to Jeremy Combs. He had a sluggish start, but still ended up in double figures. For Hong Kong Eastern, the leading scorer is Tony Trocha, who scored 13 of his 15 in the first quarter, only added 2 in that second quarter for Hong Kong Eastern. And the foul trouble that Kwa Chan was talking about, of course, you did mention Chris McLaughlin with 3 fouls and 2 fouls so far here for Tony Trocha. And of course, that is something that we will look forward to. Once again, if you're just joining us, that is David Grice. He is handling this game right now as Coach Matt Van Pelt is out due to a personal issue.
So yeah, he is, and he's doing an okay job at the moment, but I spoke to Mr. Wiggle, okay, just before. I'm sure some of you saw the interview earlier. Just sticking back to basics is what it's all about. And they're confident they can make their shots and get back into this game. It's only 10 points.
That man looks very confident right now, Coach Jelko Pavlicevic, trying to win another championship. He's very used to situations like this, being a 3-time Euro League champion as a head coach. This capacity crowd is starting to warm up once again as the third quarter is now officially going to be underway. Once again, Noel Zarate with Coach Jordan Collins and Ben Ibrahim. It all comes down to this: 20 more minutes of basketball at least to determine the champion of the ASEAN Basketball League Invitational Tournament. Saigon have the ball to start the third. And Evan Gilliard immediately fouled. Chance Yu Wing is going to be called for that one.
A little too aggressive to start the quarter. I think that's 3 or 4 on him, I'm not sure.
Right, Chance Yu Wing, Ben, had a pretty good start defensively against Evan Gilliard, sat down for a long period of time, and that's when Hong Kong sort of lost their grip on the lead.
Yeah, well, he's got too much energy at the moment. Coach Jelko really trying to say, stick with it. Hong Kong going man defense at the moment. Evan with a dish.
Here is Thomas underneath. Thomas changing directions, and now the lead is down to single figures, Coach Jordan.
Nice move by Thomas there, way to take his time, do right what he wanted.
And Hassan Thomas now with a total of 8 points. 36-28, Saigon only down by 8. Let's see what Hong Kong has in response. Tom Gilbert, Chance Yu Wing, that's familiar double screen once again to free up O'Darian Bassett. Bassett firing over Win Fu Vin, no! Hong Kong just barely missing their shots again.
Yeah, he's been a bit cold since the second quarter, so Saigon really need to capitalize on this, get in the lane.
Holder almost lost it. Gets it out. Thomas gets the first step on McLaughlin. Thomas, yes!
Nice job by Thomas right there.
It is down to 6 from a high of 21. 36 Hong Kong Eastern, 30 Saigon Heat.
A good 4-0 run right here by the Saigon boys just really driving, getting in the lane and setting it up right there. Trocha on the drive.
Yeah, Trocha was the most aggressive in the first quarter for Hong Kong Eastern. Chance Yu Wing, second field goal of the game for the veteran.
Nice shot right there.
So 38-30, finally a field goal for Hong Kong Eastern, but it comes at the 8:27 mark of this third quarter. Combs is too close, but he will miss again. How many layups has Saigon missed, Ben?
A lot too many, and I think that will really come back to bite them if this game is really close. But full credit to Hong Kong and their defense.
Trocha and a foul given up here by Jeremy Combs. And for Combs, that's just his first one. First team foul for the Saigon Heat. 38-30, Hong Kong Eastern still hanging on to this lead.
This pace right here favors Saigon. They go up and down. Saigon got him. They'll catch up fast.
Chance Yu Wing now to O'Darian Bassett. OD has 9 to shoot. They get it out to Trocha. Inside play to McLaughlin, a little too deep. Tries to get it to Gilbert. Gilbert recovers, but he is blocked, and a shot clock violation on Hong Kong.
Interesting call right there. I thought there was about 1 or 2 seconds left, but the horn is the horn.
Now with under 8 minutes remaining, a chance to inch even closer. They had it down to 6 a few moments ago. Holmes on Trocha. Holmes again maneuvering his way so close to the rim that Trocha can't do anything with the 2 fouls.
Holmes just works his way to the rim. Very patient down there.
Only single coverage too, Coach. 38-32.
Hong Kong got a good shot right now. Saigon's on the run.
Aaron Bassett needs to light up and hit some shots. Simple shots will do.
More importantly for Saigon, the crowd is back into this one. Chance Yu Wing. Again missing. McLaughlin can't get it to go. Tipping is good for Tom Gilbert.
Aggression. Oh, almost a steal right there. Here comes Gilyard.
Gilyard now picking up the pace once again. 40-32 Hong Kong Eastern. Less than 7 minutes remaining in the third. Gilyard on a crossover. Frees himself up for a 3. That's way off. And Bassett wants to slow things down once again.
Bassett's going to take his time no matter what. No rush. They have the lead.
Uh-oh, Trocha. Yes! That is three-pointer number 4 for Tony Trocha.
I think he's putting in some sort of candidacy for series MVP if he keeps shooting like that. And now Tim Waller about to come on to give them some better defense.
Back to an 11-point lead now for Hong Kong Eastern as Gilyard gets it swatted away by Trocha. And Tim Waller is going to come in. Looks like Win Fu Vin is going to be sitting down.
I like Win Fu Vin. You know, I think he's going to have a big SEA Games.
That's right. Gilyard on the inbound, 11 on the shot clock now for the Saigon Heat.
Hassan Thomas is also lining up. They can't let him shoot.
Yeah, Hassan Thomas has 2 3-pointers already today. Steps back, tries a third one, but he missed it.
Must have
hurt it.
Got a good look right there. You got to make it.
Again, they got the shot they wanted. It just didn't go in. Hong Kong with 5 unanswered. Gilbert. Again, they're taking their time. Bassett now, 4 seconds on the shot clock. ODB, where does he go? Where does he go? Where does he go? He goes nowhere.
Yeah, he didn't realize it was 24 on the shot clock. He didn't realize it.
That was very naive of Hong Kong. I expected more from that with the amount of smart basketball minds that's on the court at the moment. But you know what? They're just trying to play it so slow and so conservative that they lost track of the seconds on the clock.
Again, the crowd is starting to get loud once again here at the Windu Indoor Stadium. Holmes with all sorts of space. Gets it out to Waller. J.R. Holder makes his move. Holder is rejected once again. I believe that is the 4th block in the game for Tony Trocha.
Yeah, Tony Trocha is everywhere today on defense and offense, having a great game.
Yes, that is indeed block number 4 already for the Colombian national team member. Shot clock down to 6.5. Holder now has it. He has been struggling so far, 2 of 10 at the end of the first half. 1 second to shoot. Holder, that must feel good.
That's a really good shot by Holder. Just beat the clock, and they needed that big time to stay in this game.
Down.
time shot. Big time shot.
And we're down to an 8-point lead now, 43-35 as we come up on 5 minutes to go here in the third. McLaughlin has been quiet offensively. Gets it out to the other side. Chance you wing all day, but he missed it. Down for the rebound. Gilbert once again inhales the ball.
Trying to waste a bit of time right here, Hong Kong.
Bassett, long two. Yes!
That's what he needs to do. That's what he needs. Get to his spot and shoot. No fancy three-point shot. Simple deuces.
45-35. Back to a 10-point lead now for Hong Kong Eastern. Holder. Evan Gilliard. He hasn't gotten uncorked. Gilliard with the right hand. Yes!
Nice drive by Gilliard. Nice drive by Gilliard right there.
Gilliard now starting to take over once again, as he did in game number 2, but he still has a long way to go for matching that output of 41 points and 10 three-pointers. Here's Bassett. Approaching 4 minutes to go here in the third.
Hong Kong plays very deliberate on offense.
Oh, blocked by Waller. 1.4 to shoot for Hong Kong Eastern, Ben.
Great job by Saigon Heat. You know what, Tim Waller, every commentator in the world has said whale, Walhale, but it's Waller. He brings the war. He brings the Saigon Heat defense.
The great Wally of Saigon, huh? Chance Yu Wing. Inbounding it. Oh, that drops in. What a shot by Chris McLaughlin.
Wow,
Gets the
nice
bouncing
shot.
in.
Very, very smart play, shooting it up like that.
They had 1.4 to jack it up, and he was able to get it done. Evan Gilliard hesitating. Draws the defense inside to Waller. And O'Darian Bassett will be charged with this one.
Nice foul, no layups.
Second foul for Bassett. Second team foul for Hong Kong. And the Dutch-Vietnamese national is heading to the free throw line.
What did you say? Dutch?
Was he Dutch? Yes.
Danish.
Danish, there you go.
His father, his mom is Van. He's from Vietnam, and his dad is Jasper. And his dad will always say that Tim got his size from me. And he's a very funny guy. Every time when Tim plays his import in Malaysia, he will go online and say, pass it to Tim.
As any father would, I guess.
Absolutely.
No, but apparently he goes to training and says to the guys, why didn't you pass to Tim? And everybody thinks it's a joke, but it's true apparently.
Well, Tim got it done at the free throw line, and he cuts it down to 8. 47-39, Hong Kong Eastern. Bassett, left side looking for McLaughlin. Fronting defense now being played by Hassan Thomas. Shot clock at 2. Bassett, tough shot.
Boom. That is clutch stuff right there by O'Darian Bassett, showing his experience.
Bassett cut it, making the lead once again at 10, but the answer coming from Evan Gilliard.
Gilliard right back at you. He's starting to get himself going again.
Gilliard now at 19. 49-41. Or is that 18 points, I believe, now for Evan Gilliard? This Chance Yu Wing going to Dom Gilbert. Shot clock at 5 once again. Deep 3 coming from Chance Yu Wing.
That was deadly as it silenced this round. Good open look. Good kick out.
8 in the game for one of the 2 remaining players on this lineup to win a championship in the ABL as Evan Gilliard manufactures free throws. 13 foul for Hong Kong Eastern.
You know, guys, Hong Kong, I know they're playing smart basketball, low-scoring basketball, but they've got to watch that foul count. Coach Jelko, he is he's animated at the moment on the sideline saying, what are you guys doing? Because every timeout I've listened to in this game, he just kept saying, do not be careless with those fouls.
Well, it is 3 team fouls now as Evan Gilliard finds a way to recalibrate that gun once again. Oh, as I say that, missed on the first free throw. That's a rarity for Gilliard in this series. There's Coach David Grice, of course, sitting in for Coach Matt Van Pelt. Again, Coach Matt, if you're watching, we wish you well and whatever personal issue you're dealing with right now, but it is David Grice now at the helm for the Saigon Heat. And the second one rolls in. 52-42, 10-point lead. Hong Kong Eastern, 2:20 to go here in the third.
Something about that digit 10 in this quarter. It just keeps staying at that margin most of the way.
They had it down to 6 at one point. Oh, zip pass inside to McLaughlin. Nice find coming from O'Darian Bassett.
Nice pass by Bassett. They didn't switch like they were supposed to. McLaughlin switched to the rim.
Sorry to interrupt. That's a bullet pass right there. Great quarterback skills by OD.
Lead back up to 12 now. Less than 2 minutes to go here in the third. Wally getting it out. Hassan Thomas in rhythm, but can't get it to go. Trocia's done a little bit of everything today for Hong Kong Eastern.
Hong Kong just walks the ball up very patiently.
I really think if Hong Kong get another basket, it's going to be Saigon timeout.
Check now, we only have 16 points for Evan Gilliard. Oh, stepping out of bounds. Oh, they're going to call a, besides the stepping out of bounds, referee Harry Santos says offensive foul on Hong Kong Eastern.
I ain't see it.
Oh, ODB is going to be called for his third.
That's a good call right there. That's a good call.
So 54-42, Hong Kong Eastern up by 12. Largest lead was at 21 in the second quarter. Gilliard gets the first step on Chance Yu Wing, continues his move, and now free throws coming up for Evan Gilliard. That shot will not count. Tony Trocha has just picked up his third foul officially.
Got to be careful. Evan Gilliard keeps coming and coming and coming.
Again, you cannot stop what you cannot catch.
Well, I think Coach Jelko, is he going to stay with Trocha for the rest of the quarter, or is he going to bring in the long Pok Yuet Yung, a.k.a. Simba?
Yeah, Simba usually comes in the fourth quarter. We do have Marco Leung coming in for the first time in this game. I'm not quite sure what our Indonesian referee has just called, but we did hear a whistle. Looks like a warning of some sort.
The coach ain't like the foul call right there. He felt Trocha would just stand there, slide his feet regular.
Well, they're being very lenient now with the technicals. Remember, in this series, we've had a lot of unsportsmanlike and a lot of technical fouls called. And it has been quiet when people take free throws. Evan Gilliard now officially with 17 in the game. And he is the high man for the game.
Tony Trocha with 18.
Oh yeah, Tony Trocha with 18. So high man for the team. That's a split again. Coming from Gilliard. He's 2 of 4 in his last trip. Here's Chance Yu Wing now. 1 minute and 8 remaining in the third. 54-43, Hong Kong Eastern gaining a bit of headway here in the third after being up by 10 at the half. Chance Yu Wing again.
He needed a bit more push in that one, a bit more force. And playing without O'Darian Bassett.
Here's Gilliard, puts it up. Good bother that time by the defense.
Tough shot right there. Got to look for his teammates.
37 seconds remaining here in the third. Chance Yu Wing has hit some big shots here. McLaughlin. Gilbert. 5 on the shot clock here. Marco Leung going to Tony Trocha. Tony in movement. No, good boxing out there by Jeremy Combs. Here is Holder on the spin. Holder drops it over to Thomas, can't shoot it. And oh, it's taken away. And it'll be last touch by Holder. Great defense by Chance Yu Wing.
Missed opportunity by Saigon. They had a layup right there.
I think Coach Jelko is going to send in O'Darian Bassett. Again, I think he's going to ask him to take a 2. So that's what I saw in terms of the communication on the bench. You might be saying, how do you know that, Ben? Well, in this job, you get pretty good at lip reading.
7.2 remaining, of course. If anybody's open for a 3, especially Tony Trocha, they might settle for that. But we do have 7.2 seconds remaining here in the third. Hong Kong Eastern 54, Saigon Heat 43. 3 seconds to go. That's not a 2, that's a 3. But he missed it. Only one buzzer beater so far here. So 54-43 in favor of Hong Kong Eastern heading in to the fourth quarter. We will have that for you when we return. On your screens, of course, Connor Nguyen. A little nervous right now, Connor Nguyen is with the position the Saigon Heat are in. 54-43, an 11-point lead for Hong Kong Eastern. Heading into the fourth quarter, Noel Zarate with Coach Jordan Collins and Ben Ibrahim a little later on. What do the Heat need to do to turn things around here in the final period?
I'll look for Saigon to pick up the pressure full court.
Ben is back. What happened, Ben?
Well, Coach David was just saying, you know what? Set some screens, get Evan some separation, let him take the shot.
This should be Evan Gilliard time. Gilbert has been quiet as well. Chance Yu Wing getting the pick from McLaughlin. Gilbert going cross court. Oliver Hsu and Chance Yu Wing in there together. Chance Yu Wing too strong. Oliver Hsu with the offensive rebound.
Rebounding will be key in this quarter. Hong Kong have done a better job working the boards.
Hong Kong still leading in that category, and Hassan Thomas. Well, that's going to be a foul called on him, a blocking foul. That's just the second for Hassan Thomas. And our first look now at Kwok Chan seeing his first action of the game, Coach.
Yeah, they need shooting in offense right now. They're down 11. They need some shooting. Let's see what Kwok can do.
Coach Jelko right now. And you and I were having this discussion. If Hong Kong plays the way they played in the latter part of the third quarter, it's going to be very difficult for Saigon to come back in this game.
Very difficult. Just because of rebound. They're up 16 on the rebounds right now.
Hsu turns on the gas and gets to the free throw line. Foul on Holder.
That was courage there by Ollie Hsu. He saw the opening, he just drove. And Saigon, defensive lapse right there, just not closing it, really going in and trying to close him out.
Well, Hsu did miss a few shots, not just a few. He was over 4 in his tenure on the floor in the first half. He is looking for his first field goal. He missed a few free throws, missed a few layups as well. But these free throws are almost automatic for this kid.
Yeah, no, he's great. He's not the most dynamic guy in the world, a bit undersized, but you know what? He's a hustle, he's grind. In Cantonese, they say kia su, which means hate to lose, never gives up.
2 for 2 there. Hong Kong Eastern up against a 13-point lead, 56-43, just underway in the fourth. Lots of time remaining. Let's see if the Saigon Heat can turn things on as Hassan Thomas hits another 3.
Nice shot right there by Thomas.
No hesitation on the shot that time by Thomas, and he cuts it down to 10. 56-46, Hong Kong Eastern. Gilbert, a little bit of a complimentary role today in terms of his offense. Zone defense, they get it out. Chance Yu Wing, good bother there, but another foul on Gilliard. That is 3 free throws, Ben Ibrahim, for Chance Yu Wing.
Well, Chance Yu Wing is playing that O'Darian Bassett role at the moment because OD's in foul trouble. Smart move, he went for the 3 and he saw the Saigon defender coming into his face. Smart, very, very smart.
Remember, his original position on the Hong Kong national team was at shooting guard when they still had Lau Ti Lai in their lineup.
Oh, yeah. Good memory, those are out there.
I've done too many Hong Kong games to forget these names. Oh, that's a rare one for Chance Yu Wing.
Well, he's got to hit it. Shoot for free. You don't have to purchase anything, just get it.
Chance Yu Wing and Wu Chuk Fan, the only 2 members remaining on the Hong Kong Eastern team from the 2017 championship, Coach Jordan Collins.
It's loud in here right now. It's loud. Nice shot by him. Come relax his team.
He's now up to 9 points right now, Chance Yu Wing. More importantly, upping the lead of Hong Kong now to 11. Now up to 12. And he is the 4th guy in double figures here for Hong Kong Eastern with 10. 58-46, Hong Kong Eastern. Gilliard getting the pick. Gilliard on the delayed pick and roll now with Jeremy Combs, who can't shoot it. Kwok Chan left open for 3. And a rebound to Hsu.
That's a great rebound as he leapt for it like a man possessed and grabbed it. Really, really good stuff there by a local player.
It's hard to make a shot. You haven't played the whole game like that. Big moment. He'll make the next one.
McLaughlin, Wing on the 2-man game. McLaughlin, wing on the fake. And wing now from 15, no. Battle for the rebound, collected by Gilliard. Here come the Heat. Gilliard breaks free with the right hand this time. And the defense by Dom Gilbert made him change the shot, but it still stays with the Heat.
This is good stuff right here. This is what, I mean, I know it's a low-scoring game. I know this game is a bit conservative, but both teams have gone at it so hard. This will be one for the history books. Season 11, hashtag back for more.
Gilliard getting a nice pick there coming from Combs. Gilliard with some space. And Gilliard has not been himself, not like the Evan Gilliard we saw in game number 2 there, Coach Jordan.
That's just hard to do, have 2 back-to-back games like that. He's struggling a little bit. Look for him to keep attacking the basket.
So Ben Ibrahim, it appears he's going to be going downstairs. And I didn't even feel O'Darian Bassett's absence because Hong Kong was actually doing pretty well without him. He's back in the game after picking up 3 fouls. And now Tim Wally also back in. So the experiment with Kwa Chan did not work for very long for David Grice.
Yeah, it's tough. It's just tough to come in here and play all 3 quarters and try and make a shot. It's hard. I think he'll make his next one.
So right now the lead is 12. They've come back from a 21-point lead and cut it to 6. Do they still have enough energy to mount a second comeback now? 7:20 remaining in the 4th. Bassett gets it over. Oliver Shu attacks, and Shu gets the layup.
Nice move by Shu.
No rim protector that time for Saigon. Now a 14-point lead. Gilliard gets it back.
Right back at you. Saigon's not done yet.
So 60-48. They'll need a lot more of that. Those are high percentage looks now coming from Evan Gilliard. Gilbert. Adam Shu. Bassett now with 5 on the shot clock. Trocha. They get it over now to Dom Gilbert, and a foul on Wale, but it's a non-shooting foul.
Nah, it's a shooting foul now. Saigon's over the limit.
Oh, now there is. You're absolutely right. 0 team fouls for Hong Kong Eastern, though, Coach.
Yeah, they're smart enough not fouling, just playing hands up, good solid defense. No fouls so far.
Well, Dom Gilbert at the line. He is 4 for 4 today. Although his offense, in terms of a field goal standpoint, has suffered. He has been the most consistent free throw shooter. And as I say that,
misses the free throw.
That's what you call the broadcaster's jinx. Never really believed in it, but you know, it happens too many times for you not to believe in it.
It really might be true. I didn't believe it, but now it really might be true.
Gilbert splits it. Enough to make it another 13-point lead. Saigon needs a lot of baskets in a hurry. Gilliard heard the whistle, puts it up, and that's going to mean free throws. That's just the first team foul for Hong Kong Eastern. Oh, they're saying it's on the ground, though, Coach.
Oh, it's a tough call right there. I thought he was shooting.
Here's Holder. Only 7 points today. Gilliard getting the pick from Waller. Gilliard high off the glass, too strong. Battle for the rebound, last touch, Gilbert. But only 2.4 to shoot for the Heat.
He trying to get to the lane, get himself going, get the easy shot.
Matt Van Pelt has a lot of out-of-bounds plays. Let's see what they go with this. They get it out to Trocha, who's not their teammate.
Gotta set good screens.
Costly turnover there by the Heat as we come up on 6 minutes remaining, still down 13. Bassett puts the moves on Waller. Outside the Trocha. He decides to drive but kicks it out. So
I like
stop.
Trocha. He's a very good player. I like how he plays. Very smart player.
They get the stop they needed there, Coach Jordan Collins. Now they need to get some offense. There's Combs. Out to Gilliard. Shu is right in his face. Gilliard lost the ball, but there's going to be a foul called on Hong Kong Eastern. That could go against Oliver Shu. And a technical foul on Jelko Pavlicevic.
Yeah, the referees had enough of him.
Nelson Chan.
Just got to relax. He's up 13 points. His team needs him.
I don't want to go back to 2017 and Nelson Chan and Hong Kong Eastern, but Nelson Chan, just our crew chief, has just teed Jelko Pavlicevic. So free throws now coming up for Evan Gilliard.
Just a sec.
We're going to have a timeout called with 5:35 remaining, 61-49 Hong Kong Eastern. Well, the Saigon Heat have 5 minutes and 35 seconds to come up with an answer to this 12-point deficit, Coach Jordan Collins.
They keep moving the ball around. When they get to stop, they got to attack in transition.
Ben Ibrahim is back with us as well, as we have the Saigon Heat on the inbounds now.
Yeah, they got to get a basket right there, keep themselves in this. It's not over. Still a lot of time.
Gilliard can't shoot. 3 on the shot clock. Holder another 3. That's short. Battle for the rebound. Chased down by Evan Gilliard. Gilliard against Trocha. Step back by Gilliard. Good!
There it comes. Saigon's not done yet.
And this is coming off a timeout. So that's a good response. It's down to a 9-point lead, Ben.
Absolutely. OD to attack.
Free throws once again. Acknowledging the foul is Hassan Thomas.
Nice play by Hong Kong, backdoor.
So Darian Bassett is getting to the free throw line for the first time tonight.
He's weathering the storm right here. He's in foul trouble. So he's gone 4. And also, yeah, he's on 4 fouls and Tony Trocha on 3.
A little bit of, looks like Jeremy Combs and Dom Gilbert almost getting into it. And it looks like referee Nelson Chan is going to review that last one. I'm not sure if there was a bit of an extracurricular activity that happened there, Coach Jordan Collins.
Yeah, it was unnecessary. Gilbert was trying to get some extra shots and then get his shot in. Combs walked behind him and blocked the shot. Extra stuff for no reason.
They are going to review this right now. And again, remember, we've just had a technical foul called on Jelko Pavlicevic earlier, Ben. Emotions starting to run high here in this portion of the game with exactly 5 minutes to go.
Yeah, exactly. Well said, guys. I mean, Coach Jelko, he's trying to be the common enforcer. He's usually the one debating with the referees. So it's all getting chippy right here. This is a full house right here in Ho Chi Minh City. I don't know if you can see this on screen, everybody, but people are sitting on floors. There's a full house at all entries of the stadium. This is what it's all about.
Combs is still hot under the collar here, Coach Jordan. Not quite sure what's irking him at this point.
Yeah, Gilbert patted him on the head. You can't do that to somebody. We're all human beings. We're all men. You can't do that what he did.
Well, Dom Gilbert is a pool shark off the court, so you know what? So those pool sharks knows how to jive them up and G it up. So he must have said something.
I'm not sure the refs can call anything. It was after the play. They were already looking at something else. The ball wasn't in bounds or anything.
Yeah, well, they can call a technical foul if something untoward happens during a dead ball. But they're still reviewing it, though.
It's going to be close. It'll be interesting what they say.
Again, the situation, 5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. The score, Hong Kong Eastern 61, Saigon Heat 52. The reward is going to be a trip or a championship for the winner. And Don Gilbert tapping him on the head. Not quite sure if that constitutes a technical foul right there, but again, you can actually call that unnecessary contact, but that's all for the referees to decide.
Unsportsmanlike. To call something unsportsmanlike would be the call, wouldn't it, technical foul? We'll see what happens.
There's the crew chief, Nelson Chan, and he is explaining what the findings are on the replay.
Missed the experience, Nelson Chan.
No call, they're
Just
good.
a warning, just a warning.
He's always very consistent, Nelson Chan, whichever country he's in. And Coach David saying, you know what, there was contact to the head.
Yeah, but he was tapped on the head like a dog.
Yeah.
Patted on the head, actually. Some people actually take exception to that, and I don't blame Jeremy Combs for reacting that way.
Nah, you can't do that. Gilbert was wrong for that. You can't do that.
I agree.
And that's what David Grice is asking the officials. Why are you just letting him off with a warning? David Grice does not agree.
Bit of time wasting right here. Sap up the energy.
Jeremy Combs is still beside himself. Is that a technical foul on Saigon? For his reaction, I believe. Jeremy Combs has been slapped a technical foul for his reaction to that. And for Combs, his second personal. The crowd will let you know whether or not Bassett made that free throw.
That's a tough call right there, man. That should just be a play ball. Nobody gets free throw, just play it out.
Gets the second.
They get the ball back and, 5 minutes to go. 10 points. 10 points was usually the margin that Hong Kong led for most of this game. But like Noel and Coach Jordan said, there were shades of Saigon coming back into this game. And it's still close.
So check, that was an unsportsmanlike called on Combs. Here's Shu. Gets an opening. Shu, yes!
Big time move.
Ollie Shu, the economics graduate. Clinical, just like business.
And Shu ups it now to 12. 64-52. Here's Gilliard, pursued by Bassett. 10 on the shot clock. Gilliard, series of crossovers. Gets free, goes over to Combs for three, short.
Legs
just struggling from the outside.
Look kind of tired. Legs got to jump up and shoot it.
4 minutes and 10 remaining. 12-point lead for Hong Kong Eastern. There come two picks now for Bassett. Wole, Trocha. Oh, almost taken away by Gilliard. They will have 4.7 to shoot with exactly 4 minutes, Ben.
It's up to 4 minutes, guys. I'm going to tell you and our audience today, I'm going to make a move at the 3-minute mark because I have to be master of ceremonies for tonight. And I've got to look at the votes by the officials in terms of who's MVP for this series, who's defensive player of the series, who's coach of the series. So it's exciting stuff.
Turnover here against Hong Kong Eastern. Gilliard gets close inside Combs. Need a lot more of that, Coach Jordan Collins.
A lot more penetration to the rim. Good pass by Gilliard. Good finish by Combs. They're not done yet. Saigon's going to keep playing.
Chance of defense here in the Rinju Indoor Stadium.
Time left on this one. Hong Kong probing. Who wants to take that shot?
Bassett, 5 to shoot. Bassett drives, pulls up. That's a miss. Now for the rebound. Look at that. Coming from McLaughlin. Another chance for Hong Kong.
If they win this game, it'll be all about rebounding. Is that an offensive foul?
Yep, Shu was able. It was going to be called for. It was called for that one as he pushed off on Evan Gilliard.
Yeah, got to relax. Get the ball to ODB, brother. Get the ball to your veteran right there. Let him make the decisions.
Timeout call.
Yep.
Coach Jelko Pavlicevic.
3:04 remaining in regulation. It is Hong Kong Eastern 64, Saigon 54. Three minutes and 4 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. Hong Kong Eastern looking good, up by 10 right now, 64-54. The ones out of the still with Coach Jordan Collins and Ben Ibrahim from the Windu Indoor Stadium here in Ho Chi Minh, Vietnam. The final game of the season, and it all comes down to this. Tonight we crown a champion. Holder driving, Holder scoring.
Nice shot by Holder with a good drive to the rim.
The lead is down to 8 now, Ben Ibrahim.
It's too close to call right here. It's still a lot of time left in this one. Hong Kong got to make some smart moves.
Well, that's going to be a foul called on Jeremy Combs, his third.
Free throws for Hong Kong right now, free throws.
Penalty situation once again enforced. There was a penalty situation very early in the fourth quarter. And Hassan Thomas is asking for the crowd to make some noise. That's not some noise, that's a lot of noise.
I think it'll be ringing in our ears when you go back to Philippines, I go back to Malaysia, and Coach goes back home tonight.
It's affecting McLaughlin. Splits it.
50%.
65-56, 2:34 remaining in the fourth. Gilliard penetrates, Gilliard running shot, no! Battle for the rebound, still loose. And Dom Gilbert, what else is new?
Dom Gilbert always with a good nose for the ball, picked it up.
Chance Yu Wing, evading the defense so far of Evan Gilliard. Dom Gilbert's gonna set it up. McLaughlin. Gilbert shoots the three, way off. And pushing it up right now. Holmes tries to save it, he cannot. He lost his balance there.
The Indonesia referee saying it is Hong Kong ball. Rush, adrenaline right here at the moment.
David Grice asking for everybody to make a full court press. They're running out of time with 1:59. Hong Kong is in no hurry to execute.
No hurry at all. They're going to run their offense side to side, they get shot. They'll probably shoot under 6 seconds before they shoot.
Absolutely. Take your time, says Coach Jelko. ODs.
There's Chance Yu Wing. Gets it out to Gilbert. One on the shot clock. Gilbert. No. McLaughlin again. And they will waste more time.
Very, very smart basketball played right here by Hong Kong. Corner.
They sag on McLaughlin. Then they challenge him when he gets close, but that's too late.
Big shot by McLaughlin. That might do it.
Timeout called by David Grice. And now an 11-point lead for Hong Kong Eastern, 67-56, with only 1:20 remaining.
Well, I'm going to say to all our viewers and to you guys, well done, great job tonight. But I'll see you on the floor because I'm going to talk to the officials right now on how the votes are coming in for ABL Defensive Player of the Series in this Invitational, the MVP for the series, and the Coach of the Series. Fans, stick with us. The presentation coming up not too long away unless there's overtime.
They still have hope with 1:20 remaining. It is Heat basketball down by 11, 67-56. Tonight we crown a champion.
They need something quick. That got to be a three.
Thomas on the drive, lost the handle and lost the ball. And that's going to be a foul as Combs got it back. I believe they're going to call this one on O'Darian Bassett. No, they're going to call it on Combs for the grab. That'll mean free throws for Hong Kong Eastern.
What it?
They called it on Combs. As we see it again here. Bassett got the recovery after Hassan Thomas lost possession. And Combs, there's the foul that they called.
It's a tough call in this moment. Free throws for Hong Kong.
And Combs is not even coming down to try and rebound. He is dead tired. So is this man, O'Darian Bassett. No problem with the first, 68-56, 1:11 remaining in the fourth. $12-point lead. They need to string it together, Saigon does. Holder for three, that's short. And they're running out of time and running out of bullets as well. Fast break going the other way. Tom Gilbert missed the layup. Here comes Gilliard. Transition three is offline and out. And the legs, if we keep talking about the strength in your legs in a long haul like this, you know, we only had 2 breaks from the semifinals to the finals.
This is their 5th game in 7 days. I know they're tired. It's been a grind for them.
Gilliard almost got the steal. Winfu Vin's gonna come in for Tim Waller. And they want a review. Or are they gonna fix the game clock? Hong Kong Eastern is gonna use this opportunity to take a timeout, up 12, 68-56 with only 46.6 remaining in the fourth. In 2017, it was a best-of-5 affair in the finals, and Hong Kong Eastern prevailed in that one 3-1 to win their first ever ABL championship in their maiden voyage. They made it again to the finals, only to lose out to San Miguel a la Pilipinas. But then, a trip to the finals once again, and hostile territory. It looks like they are 46.6 away from getting their second ABL championship.
But they got to be solid, take care of the ball.
We'll see how it transpires here with Hong Kong Eastern having possession. Trocha. And a foul called on Winfu Vin, which is going to send Tony Trocha to the free throw line. They do need to stop the clock. Otherwise, Hong Kong was just going to run it down. Trocha's had a great game today. He had 13 points in the first quarter. He's up to 18 right now. And he's been solid on both ends. He also has 4 blocks.
Up to 18 points, 4 blocks, 6 rebounds. Been overall been a great player today. Very composed.
Member of the Colombian national team. I asked Coach Povicevic where he picked him up. He said he picked him up by he went up against Coach in one of the leagues overseas, and he liked him so much he brought him in. Splits the free throws though. Combs allowed to score. They're going to try to get the steal, but good luck doing that against O'Darian Bassett with 33.5 remaining. Another foul this time on Holder. 69-58, Hong Kong Eastern up by 11. Ooh, Bassett keeping it interesting. And he's talking to himself right now.
Yeah, he's upset he missed that free throw right there. Normally doesn't do that.
Splits it. And David Grice is going to call his final timeout of the game. Hong Kong Eastern 70 and the Saigon Heat 58. We'll be right back. Hong Kong Eastern not ready to celebrate just yet, but up 12 with 33.5 seconds remaining. They must be thinking that the championship is just around the corner. But Saigon still not yet done with this one. And that's going to be a kick ball. They will inbound again.
Saigon needs a three.
They need 4 of them right now, Coach. They need a 3, a stop, a 3, a stop, and a 3, and they need to get that within 33 seconds.
One play at a time.
Holder on the step back. Holder recovers. Elects to drive, gets it inside, and they will allow anything in the rim right now. Anything in the paint, rather. A foul chance you win with 20.4. Shot clock's been turned off.
It's a free throw game right now.
Chance Yu Wing hit some big shots, and as we keep mentioning, he is only one of 2 members remaining from the original 2017 team that won a championship. Then he tore his ACL during the 2017 season.
Yeah, he had a very solid game tonight. It all started on the defensive end for the night, running around guarding Holder, or Gilliard, my mistake.
Well, the nerves, probably even the fatigue now getting to him. Member of the Hong Kong national team, Chance Yu Wing splits the free throws, making it an 11-point lead. Gilliard, 18 seconds to go. Lost the ball, and it looks like Hong Kong is just going to dribble away the time. They're not even going to foul.
That'll do it.
Well, there's a foul given up by Hassan Thomas with 5.1, but it is just prolonging the inevitable as Hong Kong Eastern is about to be crowned champions for the 2nd time in the ASEAN Basketball League. Thomas is replaced by Waller. Dom Gilbert, boy, has he been big. Game 1, he was the hero practically with 26 points. Struggled in Game 2, was benched for a while in Game 2. Struggled with his offense here today as well for Hong Kong Eastern.
But he's played a great all-around game today.
Yeah.
Not all about scoring all the time, but the little things you can do to help your ball club win.
Gets both. And Jeremy Combs says that's enough. And it is official. Hong Kong Eastern winning their 2nd ASEAN Basketball League championship on hostile ground by beating the Saigon Heat. Congratulations to Hong Kong, Coach Jordan Collins.
Nice game by Hong Kong. They played a great serve. They played a great game today. They was lasted a young, great Saigon Heat team. The Saigon Heat will be right back.
Again, Saigon fighting so much adversity coming into this game. The crowd still applauding the effort of their team, but also showing respect to Hong Kong Eastern. So after a 6-year hiatus from the championship, it goes back to Hong Kong as the crowd still cheers for the Saigon Heat. We will have the award ceremony and so much more in just a bit. But again, let's assess this game first, Coach. When we came in and we found out that Matt Van Pelt was not going to be with his team due to a personal emergency or personal issue, what was the first thing that went into your mind?
Just hope everything is going okay with Matt and make sure everything's fine with him. But it's just a different dynamic when you don't have your head coach there. They fought hard, they did their best. It just wasn't their night tonight.
When Saigon cut it down to 6, what was on your mind at that moment?
Now they're going to fight back with just Hong Kong has too experience. They just played their game plan correctly. It just worked out for Hong Kong tonight. They played a great game.
Now let's look at the future for this Saigon Heat organization right now. They finally made it past the semifinals. They finally made it to the finals. What's it going to take for them to actually win their first ever ABL championship?
I think Saigon will be right back. They got great young locals, great young imports. They'll be right back at it. They're a good young coach. They have a great young coach in Matt Van Pelt. They'll be right back next year.
You think this lineup's going to stay intact?
Oh, I don't know.
Well, a lot of fans do hope so. But for Hong Kong Eastern, again, another championship for Jelko Pavlicevic. Saigon Heat hearing it from the crowd here. And boy, Hong Kong Eastern back on top of the ABL right now with the system of Coach Jelko in play. Even if they change parts, even if they change imports, that system's pretty solid.
Nah, that's a great coach, 2 or 3-time EuroLeague coach, 1-time ABL championship coach. He's a great coach. He knows exactly what he's doing.
And they are applauding, of course. The Hong Kong crowd has also flew in today in droves to support their squad. And now guys like Chan Siu Wing and Wu Chuk Pan are now 2-time ABL champions. And for the rest, of course, let's see, for Hong Kong Eastern, can they keep this lineup intact? Remember, Dom Gilbert does play as a local.
Now, Don Gilbert should be there for a couple years to come, and ODB is getting older, but they have a great team. They'll figure it out.
So Hong Kong Eastern coming up on top of the heap here in the ASEAN Basketball League Invitational Tournament 2023 winners after a grueling 3-game series against the Saigon Heat, 73-60. As we continue to look at the highlights of this game, once again, this has been a long stretch here in Ho Chi Minh, dating back to last February when the 4th leg was played here as well. And we also started here with the semifinals. It was a sweep by Hong Kong against the NS Matrix squad. And over at the other side, of course, it was Singapore being defeated by Hong Kong. As we take a look at the stats at the end of the game here, Coach Jordan Collins.
Just the glaring thing is the 16 rebound advantage by Hong Kong Eastern. That's just hard to overcome. Both teams didn't shoot the ball well, but when you get more shots, that's just...
Yeah, well, again, that's exactly the catalyst in the win by Hong Kong in game number 1, and they do it again here in game number 3. We send it over now to the floor for the awards presentation.
It's victorious right here on the floor in Ho Chi Minh City. The ASEAN Basketball League champions of 2023 is the Hong Kong Eastern team, Coach Jelko. The scoreboard says 73-60, but it was a tough game.
Yeah, it was a tough game, but don't forget we lead from the first minute up to last minute. They fight very well, but we play very smart, very well. Finally, it's big score for final game. 13 points, that is, I didn't expect. I expect maybe a few points up and down.
Did you expect your defense to be so solid?
Exactly, that is our trademark is defense. We in regular fast, we are the best defensive team. Is 10 points per game.
How proud are you of the players right now and this franchise?
I will tell you, because of my age, all my career, that is for my guys, for my players, because they deserve to be happy.
Thank you very much, Coach. We're going to continue talking to the players. Look, the players are dancing right now. O'Darian Bassett. OD, baby. Fist bump. Man, tonight, it wasn't a pretty performance. Let's be very, very honest. Both teams were cold shooting, but aggressive rebounding. Boxing out is the key to what Hong Kong was all about tonight.
Yes, sir, man. Yeah, we got it done. It wasn't good offensively, but like I said, you have to stay in the game. You can win the game by anything other than points as well. So we stayed focused, played defense, and it was great.
Did you have any sort of reservation or any fear or anxiety that these Saigon Heat, backed by this very, very supportive crowd, could come back and throw a lot of fireballs at you?
Not at all. We just had to know we just had to stay sound, stay fully determined to stay focused, and just keep playing defense. We control the boards. Like I say, it wasn't good scoring on both ends, so as long as we knew we could execute late in the game, we would be okay.
And a shout out to family at home, Auntie Pam, and everybody supporting you right here.
Oh yeah, Ma, thank you. I love y'all. Bye-bye, Nene. I love y'all, man.
I'm going out of the way. It's waterworks right here. Ollie, you played like a man possessed tonight. Layups, boxing out, rebounding. You just did not want to give up.
Yeah, I'm just glad we won. It was a tough game throughout the whole series, and we got some big stops, had some crucial buckets down the stretch. So, yeah, just glad we got the dub.
Now, you got player of the game voted by your Hong Kong team in game one. How much did that lift your confidence? And how much did that lift your confidence when you came on the floor when you replaced Chan Siu Wing for a short time?
I mean, I was just trying to do my job when I was open, try to knock some open shots down. None of them fell through though, but yeah, I tried to do my best on defense, and everyone stepped up today. Siu Wing had a big game today, and yeah, got the chip.
And what does this win mean to the ecosystem of Hong Kong basketball back at home, lifting the player profile, lifting the skill set of local talents in Hong Kong?
It's huge. I mean, this competition exposes us to high-level competition, and even as a local player, I mean, there are like 8 imports on the floor, but you just got to keep getting better, get stronger. Yeah, keep getting better every day. Games don't stop.
The game doesn't stop. Congratulations, brother. And we got to Tony Trocha. This man is a big, but he shot like Steph Curry and Klay Thompson put together. Where did that shooting prowess come from?
Again, it's thanks to my teammates and my coaches, the confidence that they had on me the whole year. I mean, I knew that I need to keep shooting, you know. I need to keep shooting, keep having confidence, keep playing great. And thanks God today, I made the shot because we needed it today.
Have you been in this situation before where a big like yourself usually protects the rim and works the boards, but all of a sudden you were the offensive machine that was the difference?
Well, I mean, we knew that we needed to win this game by playing different. The offense, it will come by itself. I'm glad I was able to do it on both sides. So thank God for this win, thank God for this opportunity, and for letting me play great today.
Any shout out to any family at home?
Yes, shout out to my mom. Mami, un beso grande, te amo, mami, esto para ti. La gente en Colombia, un abrazo.
Gracias, gracias. And this man right here, Chris McLaughlin, come here right here. Your family at home, Shay and everybody, loving this moment right here.
Yeah, I think everyone woke up early, nice and early to watch. Just want to say hi to all of them and thank you for all the support. All my friends and family back home, appreciate it.
And you were throwing it down like no tomorrow in the lane tonight. Simple baskets, but entertaining as well.
Yeah, and they got to check these rims. I got cut on the rim, first dunk. But hey, that's just part of the game.
And any mention to family back at home?
I miss them, love them, and I hopefully see them soon.
Okay, the pool shark right here, Dominic Gilbert. Dom, hey, don't tap my head. Remember, the referees might give you a foul. So you know what? No, I'm all good, buddy. We're all friends. But seriously, it got chippy out there.
I mean, game 3, do or die, as expected. As expected. I mean, we knew they'd give everything. It wasn't enough, you know. We just showed our class, and great team victory.
I mean, for such a high-scoring player, I just felt that you played a very safe game tonight. What's your thoughts on that?
I mean, yeah, we had the lead. Thankfully, Tony hit some big shots to start us off, and yeah, we were playing with the lead the whole game, and we were working the clock. That's one of the strengths of this team. It's an experienced team. It's an experienced team, and yeah, like a smart team, so we didn't need to, take crazy shots. I thought I attacked when I needed to, but I think in that situation, maybe better to be a little safer than aggressive, and at the end of the day, it worked out.
Well done, brother. We'll talk to you more a little bit later. So we will go back to our commentators right now, but coming up next is the trophy presentation of the ASEAN Basketball League, Season 23, the finals. Testing.
Alo. Alo.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the awards presentation for the 2023 ABL Invitational.
Chào mừng tất cả quý vị và các bạn, chúng ta đã đến với lễ trao giải dành cho giải đấu ABL Invitational 2023.
We are your MCs for this evening, and it's a pleasure. My name is Ben Ibrahim.
And my name is Son.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is our 11th season. Our hashtag for season 23 is back for more, because we had to pause the league because of the COVID pandemic, which happened over the last few years. But now, we are back! And our players, coaches, owners, and support staff of all 8 teams this season did a great job competing.
Vâng, quý vị và các bạn thân mến, chúng ta đã phải hoãn giải đấu rất lâu rồi bởi đại dịch. Và mùa giải năm nay chúng ta quay trở lại với khẩu hiệu Back for More, quay trở lại với sự xuất hiện của 8 đội bóng, các cầu thủ, các huấn luyện viên, các chủ sở hữu đội bóng. Và chúng tôi tự tin đã mang đến một mùa giải tuyệt vời dành cho quý vị và các bạn.
Exactly. Ladies and gentlemen, to get proceedings started, we would now like to invite our VVIPs for the first award presentation, the coach of the finals in the 2023 ABL Invitational.
Và giờ đây chúng ta cùng nhau chào đón các đại biểu có mặt trong buổi tối ngày hôm nay. Xin được trân trọng giới thiệu ông Mai Bá Hùng, nguyên phó giám đốc Sở Văn hóa Thể thao Thành phố Hồ Chí Minh. Xin được trân trọng giới thiệu ông Nguyễn Nam Nhân, phó giám đốc Sở Văn hóa Thể thao Thành phố Hồ Chí Minh. Xin được trân trọng chào đón ông Nguyễn Bảo Hoàng, Chủ tịch Liên đoàn bóng rổ Đông Nam Á SIA3, Chủ tịch Liên đoàn bóng rổ Việt Nam. Hoan nghênh chào đón giáo sư tiến sĩ Huỳnh Trọng Khải, Phó Chủ tịch Liên đoàn bóng rổ Việt Nam, Chủ tịch Liên đoàn bóng rổ Thành phố Hồ Chí Minh. Và xin được vui mừng chào đón sự có mặt của bà Đỗ Thị Nguyệt Nga, Phó Tổng thư ký Liên đoàn bóng rổ Việt Nam, Tổng thư ký Liên đoàn bóng rổ Thành phố Hồ Chí Minh. Và giờ đây chúng ta sẽ cùng nhau đến với lễ trao giải cá nhân đầu tiên, lễ trao giải huấn luyện viên của năm.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we would also like to thank our trophy sponsor, Li Ning, for their amazing contribution to the ABL season 2023. Li Ning is also the official ball of the ABL Invitational.
Vâng, và lần đầu tiên chúng tôi xin được gửi lời trân trọng cảm ơn đến đại diện nhà tài trợ Li Ning với những chiếc cúp và các danh hiệu dành cho cầu thủ và các huấn luyện viên. Li Ning cũng chính là nhà tài trợ dành cho bóng thi đấu của giải đấu năm nay.
Thank you very much, son. We would now like to step aside for our first individual award presentation as we invite the VVIPs at center stage to present our first individual award.
Và bây giờ chúng ta sẽ đến với giải thưởng đầu tiên dành cho huấn luyện viên của năm. Và chúng tôi xin được trân trọng kính mời bà Đỗ Thị Nguyệt Nga, Phó Tổng thư ký Liên đoàn bóng rổ Việt Nam, Tổng thư ký Liên đoàn bóng rổ Thành phố Hồ Chí Minh tiến lên sân khấu cho giải thưởng này.
A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Our first individual award is the coach of the finals in the 2023 ABL Invitational. The winner of this award is a first-time ABL Championship coach. Please put your hands together from the Hong Kong Eastern team, Coach Jelko Pavlicevic.
Và giải thưởng đầu tiên dành cho huấn luyện viên lần đầu tiên xuất hiện tại giải đấu ABL và giành được chức vô địch. Xin được chúc mừng ông Jelko Pavlicevic.
Stand for a photograph. Yep. Look at the photo. Yes, thank you. Yes, come forward. Come forward. Perfect. Stop right there. Perfect. Look straight. Chúc mừng, as they say in Vietnamese. Congratulations, Coach Jelko Pavlicevic from Hong Kong Eastern.
Vâng, và xin được chúc mừng huấn luyện viên Jelko Pavlicevic đến từ đội bóng Hong Kong Eastern Long Lion với danh hiệu huấn luyện viên của năm.
Our next award, ladies and gentlemen, is the ABL Defensive Player of the Final Series. May we please invite our VVIP to center stage right here for the award presentation.
Và giải thưởng cá nhân tiếp theo dành cho danh hiệu giải thưởng cầu thủ phòng ngự xuất sắc nhất của loạt đấu final. Và chúng tôi xin được trân trọng kính mời lên sân khấu giáo sư tiến sĩ Huỳnh Trọng Khải, Phó Chủ tịch Liên đoàn bóng rổ Việt Nam, Chủ tịch Liên đoàn bóng rổ Thành phố Hồ Chí Minh lên để có thể trao giải cho cầu thủ phòng ngự xuất sắc của loạt đấu final.
With an impressive ABL Final Series, tonight he was the dunking machine, the rim protector, with 14 points, 13 rebounds, and 1 assist. Please. Congratulations, Chris, and thank you. Cảm ơn to our VVIP for presenting the award. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the final individual award, the finals MVP for the 2023 ABL Invitational.
Và giờ đây giải đấu và giành thưởng danh giá nhất dành cho MVP của loạt chung kết.
Can we please invite our VVIP to center the stage for the presentation of the MVP for the 2023 ABL Invitational.
Và chúng tôi xin được trân trọng kính mời lên sân khấu ông Nguyễn Bảo Hoàng, Chủ tịch Liên đoàn bóng rổ Đông Nam Á SIA 3, Chủ tịch Liên đoàn bóng rổ Việt Nam tiến lên sân khấu để có thể trao giải cho MVP của loạt trận chung kết ABL Invitational 2023.
And ladies and gentlemen, a story about this man who's going to receive this award. 19 points, 6 rebounds, 4 steals and 4 blocks. Before he came to the ABL, he was Tony. But tonight and during this season, he is Tony the Duck Tosha!
Vâng, và MVP của mùa giải năm nay với 19 điểm, 6 rebound, các kiến tạo và block có được, anh chính là Tony Chuka Morelos, MVP của ABL Invitational 2023.
Congratulations, Tony the Truck Trocha.
Và một lần nữa một tràng pháo tay thật lớn dành cho MVP của ABL Invitational 2023.
Thank you so much to my partner who's done a good job tonight. And now everyone, the awarding of the 2023 ABL Invitational Championship Trophy.
Và giờ đây, lễ trao giải dành cho nhà vô địch của ABL Invitational 2023. Và chúng tôi xin được kính mời lên sân khấu ông Nguyễn Nam Nhân, Phó Giám đốc Sở Văn hóa Thể thao Thành phố Hồ Chí Minh cùng ông Nguyễn Bảo Hoàng nán lại sân khấu để có thể trao giải thưởng.
Can we please invite our respective VVIPs for their individual medals before the trophy presentation?
Và giờ đây là lễ trao cúp cá nhân dành cho các tập thể cá nhân trong tập thể của đội bóng Hong Kong Eastern Long Lion.
So Coach Jelko Pavlicevic and his coaching staff.
Vâng, đầu tiên huấn luyện viên Jelko Pavlicevic cùng các thành viên trong ban huấn luyện của đội bóng.
Can the players just stop right there? Coach, to the middle right here. Can the players stop? As I will call the individual player's name. 1, by 1. Thank you so much. You've been so great tonight. And as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, an outpour of emotion because this season started in January and with the ABL first in Singapore and then moving to Batam, Malaysia, Saigon, and back to Saigon as well. Just wait right there. O'Darian, please wait. Number 8, Chan Siu Wing.
Vâng, và chúng ta đến với số 8 Chan Siu Wing.
Number 10, Tony the Truck Trocha.
Số 10 Tony Choca Morelos.
Number 13, Pop Yuen Yung, aka Simba.
Cầu thủ mang áo số 13 US Pop.
Number 15, O'Darian Bassett.
Cầu thủ mang áo số 15 O'Darian Bassett.
Number 16, Team Captain Adam Su.
Cầu thủ mang áo số 16 đội trưởng Adam Su.
Number 19, Defensive Player of the Series, Christopher McLaughlin.
Cầu thủ mang áo số 19, cầu thủ phòng ngự xuất sắc nhất của loạt final, Christopher McLaughlin.
Number 23, Marco Lurd.
Cầu thủ mang áo số 23, Khanh Liang.
Number 24, Oliver Su.
Mang áo số 24, Oliver Su.
Number 28, Josh Davila.
Cầu thủ mang áo số 28, Josh Davila.
Number 27, Austin Veloso.
Cầu thủ mang áo số 27, Austin Veloso.
Number 30, Wu Chek Pan.
Cầu thủ mang áo số 30, Wu Chek Pan.
Number 35, Sheikh Sulaiman.
Cầu thủ mang áo số 35, Mohamed Sheikh.
And number 88, Dominic Gilbert.
Và cầu thủ mang áo số 88, Dominic Gilbert.
Can we please invite Mr. Adam Su, team captain of the Hong Kong Eastern team, to receive the trophy from our VVIPs. Right here, Adam. Adam, just right here. Just wait for it. Yep, in the middle. Adam, just stay there, in the middle, right there. Fantastic. Adam, listen to my instructions. Okay, Chan Siu Wing, joint captain. Hold on 1 second. Once you receive the trophy from our VIPs, invite the players to come forward. And when I say 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, hoist the trophy. Oh, we got that? VIPs, please. Round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
Vâng, và một tràng pháo tay cho nhà vô địch.
Wait for it. 5, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, the champions of the ASEAN Basketball League Season 2023 Invitational, the Hong Kong Eastern team.
Và chào đón nhà vô địch của giải đấu ABL Invitational 2023, đội bóng Hong Kong Eastern Long Lions.
And there it is, folks. The coronation is over. Hong Kong Eastern, for the second time in league history, winning the championship here in the ASEAN Basketball League. What a season it's been, Coach Jordan Collins.
Hong Kong had a great, solid season the whole time around. They turned it on during the playoffs to win the championship.
And Hong Kong Eastern, if they keep this lineup intact, we could see a lot more championship runs in the future here in the ASEAN Basketball League. And again, we will leave you right now from Ho Chi Minh. It's been a pleasure working with you, Coach Jordan Collins. Good luck to your upcoming season in the VBA.
All right, thank you, sir. Hope to see you again.
And of course, to Ben Ibrahim, who's still working down there, my name is Noel Zarate. This good night from Saigon. And this is the ASEAN Basketball League.